Hi there, thanks for stopping by. My son requested that I make Mississippi pot roast, and they're coming over tonight. So I've never had it before, but I've just heard wonderful things about it. So I found this recipe that I think is going to be a good one. So we're going to make it in the crock pot. So follow along, let's get started. Okay, the ingredients that we need are your roast, and we have about 3 to 5 pounds of roast here. And you want a roast that has some good marbling in it because that's where the tenderness and a lot of the flavor will come from. So the cut of roast is not as important. And you also need 1 package of ranch mix, and I have this powder, so I'll just use 3 tablespoons, which is equivalent to a package. And then you need pepperoncinis. The recipe calls for 6, but they only had sliced, so I'll use what I think is the equivalent, and then about a half cup of the juice here. And then we also need a packet of brown gravy mix. I also have a recipe down below for a homemade brown gravy mix and a homemade ranch seasoning mix. So you don't have to use the packages if you don't want to. And then we need 1 stick of butter. Those are all the ingredients that we need. You can salt and pepper if you'd like to, but I would wait until the meat is about done because there's a lot of sodium in both the gravy mix and the ranch, and then even in the salt or butter. You don't want to make it too salty. First thing we're going to do is to sear the meat. You actually don't have to. You could just pop it right in the crock pot. Searing it gives a depth of flavor that you just can't get by just plopping it in the crock pot or in the pan in the oven, you know. So we'll go ahead and sear, and then we'll put it in the crock pot. Okay, our pan is hot, and I've added some oil, and now we'll go ahead and sear. We'll sear about 3 to 5 minutes on each side. This is a heavy one. Let me turn that over. The next piece. Okay, the searing is done. Now we will put it in the crock pot. Okay, the first thing that we'll do is to sprinkle on the ranch mix. I'm going to go ahead and do it this way since I have 2 roasts in here. I'll just lift up the one. Might do a little bit more since there's 2 roasts here. And same thing with the gravy packet. And the pepperoncinis. These are not as spicy, but they have a tangy flavor, which adds a lot of oomph to this recipe. We all need oomph in our life. We'll guess at about a half cup. That's good. We simply top it with our stick of butter. Voila. Now we'll cover it and turn it on low for about 8 hours, and it should be nice and tender. So we'll come back when it's done. Okay, our Mississippi pot roast is done, and we're just waiting for some taste testers to come and try it. But our house smells delicious.
Yeah, it does.
Let me give you a close-up. As you can see, it's just falling apart here. Very, very tender. We're going to pair it with some mashed potatoes and some green beans. We'll go ahead and have our taste testers come and try it.
That's delicious.
Yay! Thanks for stopping by. Come back again for more videos. Please like and subscribe. And check out the recipe down below. You won't be disappointed. Bye-bye.